Third installment, I guess, for this particular date again. And it's August 23rd, 2020. A little after 6:16 p.m. David John C. The third thing I wanted to talk about, and I opened up a little bit of a Pandora's there. Said before in my last video about limitations. Here's my limitations. How to speak correctly. Not laugh at yourself because you're imperfect as hell. And speaking of being imperfect as hell, I also have to make a point concerning about how we view the universe and how we view religion. These damn things off. Clouded. You can hardly see through these damn things, and yeah, that's the viewpoint sometimes. Metaphor and physical. When it comes down for things beyond ourselves, we have to look at it with regular eyes and not with clouded eyes or clouded vision and judgment. It's kind of hard to see that these days. We are so clouded with politics, with anger, with division, derision. There's so much crap going on right now as it is. We have viral infestations. We've got politics kicking our asses left and right. We've got people's personalities spreading out everything else, including conspiracies left and right. We don't even know what truth is anymore. We don't even know what reality is anymore. Hell, we don't even know what God is anymore. Except people keep claiming that they want God, or they know God, they believe in God. God's running everything, and yet they have no clue. They claim they do, but they don't. I've seen other godly people that don't broadcast, who don't publicize, who do works and just be content. And yeah, they'll go to churches and they'll try to do as best as they can, but they don't want the damn attention. They don't. Because attention, it usually pisses them off left and right. They'd rather be left serving. It's the ones who keep going on the damn soapboxes left and right who keep saying that people have to listen to them because they're the voice of God and people have to listen. Circular logic right there. Doesn't work. You think because you throw the word of God around, you're going to be listened to all the damn time? I've known preachers back in the 70s and 80s who tried that remark. Tried to scam people left and right. It didn't work. Got their asses kicked in the end. Well, they even had that in the Bible. Somewhere in the New Testament. And don't quote me which particular passage. You probably can't quote the right passage at this point over here. I'm not hip on the Bible on everything in there. No one is. If they are, well, they like to read. Understanding is a different story altogether. It's a building block of our faith regarding Christianity, but also trying to get into the spiritualism itself. There was a story in there concerning about a madcap king hell-bent on nailing Christians left and right because they threatened his authority according to his ego. Well, after Jesus Christ's execution, Saul was his name. You've heard the story, maybe. Saul had a vision. He had a revelation. He had a change of heart and change of name. He had to change his tune. The story's been handed down from generations to generations until it finally got into paper. Actually got into stone, then on paper, and then translated many times until we're reading the translations. We're reading a telephone game at this point. But with the information we have, we're trying to take it as gospel. It doesn't become gospel unless somebody upstairs actually makes it gospel. And then you start to understand a little bit more. Some things are worth the translation and other things are just not. My own personal experiences I put out there on video. I'm not a guru or expert on anything. You like it, you don't like it, you comment, you don't comment. That's on you. What I'm trying to say is stuff that matters to me. My own viewpoints, my own opinions. If they influence, they influence. If they don't, they don't. It's not up to me. I'm just a messenger of sorts. I'm not looking for the glory. Let somebody else do that on a soapbox. I just deliver it. But the problem is, some of those messengers think they know better, and they try to promote themselves as the ultimate, and therefore they're getting their own reward. Also somewhere in the New Testament as well, I think Christ was talking about that too, somewhere in his sermons. Maybe in the Sermon on the Mount, I may not be right, but you're going to be putting yourself on a soapbox like that, trying to get your own reward by all the attention you got to gather. That's your reward right there. You don't get it in heaven, you're getting it on earth. You're feeding your ego. I don't want my ego fed. I'm just trying to deliver stuff, that's all. But the thing of it is, every YouTube video has to be questioned for its ethics, for its morality, for its intent, for its purpose. And I have to keep questioning that myself sometimes. I have a separate log I keep at the same time I do a video because I want to do something of a check on myself. Was the video accurate enough? Was the intent of the video coming across clear enough? Was it for my ego, or was it actually for something else needed? Was it in a response to something that either hit an emotional chord or an intellectual chord? That's usually an emotional chord anyway, since I'm an emotional being. I'm a human. I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be emotional. Last time I checked the manual on that one somewhere. I think I tossed it out somewhere. Just having a hard time trying to find it in my clutter in my head. But somewhere, it was telling me things that I needed to know. I'll figure it out one of these days. I'll be on my deathbed. I had experiences a few times in my life where they've made profound changes on me. I've had them conscious, I've had them subconscious. I've had them so profound I couldn't even speak for a long while. And no, not in tongues either. Just the energy level of it was intense enough as it is. And there had been situations in my life where I understand there was a power greater than myself in action. And I have to keep reaching out to that power to understand what's going on in my life. I have been in the halls of 12-step for a long while. Both as a specter and as a spectator. Specter first, then spectator, and then as a participant. I've heard a lot of things. I've heard a lot of ideas. I've heard a lot of revelations. I've even had a few. And that's what keeps me going sometimes. But these days, regarding the spirituality, is being influenced a great deal because we've got so much anger, hatred, division, derision, politics. All of it's being influenced. We think God belongs with one political party and not the other political party. One party thinks they're so godly it's not even funny. But we got other political parties laughing at them. They want to show how ultra patriotic, ultra conservative, ultra whatever the hell it is to God and prove to Him. And what I keep thinking back in some of the stuff I've read in the Bible back in the past is, when it's time, we're going to get sorted. We're going to get sorted as sheep or goats. I keep expecting those that keep puffing up the chest all the damn time going to be probably sorted either as goats or sheep. I'll be lucky enough to see them as goats. Actually, as sheep, not goats. I'll probably see myself as one of those goats, not a sheep. But if I'm a sheep, well, then maybe I've done something better. But sometimes I have to keep asking myself because it's an ego situation. And in those 12-step programs, we talk about ego being edging God out. The self is greater than the universe. That's all we've been dealing out for the past, God knows, since mankind's been aware of himself. How many millenniums, how many thousands and thousands of years since man started developing his own intellect, his own brain, trying to figure himself out left and right. Responding to the environment that he had, and then growing up to have concepts coming into his head. Revelations of sorts, awakenings, whatever it took to get through his sick skull, to mutate, to grow, to develop into the creatures we call ourselves human beings. Our belief systems regarding the forces of nature, of spirituality, in conflict with each other, and also sometimes in harmony. They're in conflict because we think they are in conflict. And therefore, we have to find out what's going on. And therefore, we have to insert our own chaos and confusion just to find out what's going on with the natural order of things. And then when we see the natural order of things, we're still going ape over the damn thing because we think that's more priority than anything else. So we're going to force some kind of weird natural order on everybody because we think we should. Because our own egos are at work. How does this work with God and spirituality? God's right here, and ego's right here, and the ego's telling God, I'm the universe, you're not. God's looking at it and saying, oh, really? Okay, let's see how you manage an entire universe. I've got planets orbiting each other at this point over here, stars being developed. We've got black holes going on. We've got planets with alien civilizations. We've got life happening all over for the past eternity. But you think you can run it all. You think you can understand it all. You think you can create it all. Be my guest. Have fun. I'm just going to stand here and just watch. Well, do something. You said you're God. You said you are the center of the universe. I'm waiting. You're not doing anything. You're still looking at me. Why are you looking at me? You're lost and confused, and you're blaming me for everything now? Ooh, that's a good one. But I'm not doing anything. I've got hands off on this one. You think you're in control, I guess. Hey, Jesus, come over here. See what man's kind of doing right now? What do you think? 6 to 5. Ain't gonna do it. Oh, he was always at it better. I'll tell you this. Yeah, I know they're my creations at this point over here. I made them, but still. He thinks he's God. He thinks he's ego. He's in control of everything. So let's see what happens. Don't start sneaking. I'm trying to hold in a laugh to myself. I'm seeing all these prayer requests now. Look at this. Wow, he's really in trouble, isn't he? Oh boy, he's really in trouble. But he says he's God. What do I do? Yeah, I'm asking you because I'm asking your opinion. Oh, really? Okay, well. Yeah, he's asking for a minor miracle at this point over here. His family's dying of a bug that he had exposed to. His carrier. I know, Typhoid Mary. Didn't even realize that, did he? Okay. Okay, so let's see. He's asking for the family to get well. Take a look at his health right now. Look at his family's health. What do you think? Yeah, that's kind of iffy and dicey, don't you think? I mean, he gets recovered by the bug himself, but he's also got another thing happening at this point he's not even aware of. He's got 3 things happening at this point. What are they going to do? Well, his prayer request was specific at this point. He wants his family recovered from the COVID. Okay, his immune system's going to be compromised, so I suppose he's got to learn it the hard way, I guess. All right, pal. You get your wish. You get cured by the COVID because you put in such a good prayer request and you tried your best. But I can't guarantee anything concerning about the after effects or your system at this point, but I will cure you and your family. At this point, you're going to be paying a price. I'm going to put this into a dream. Yeah, I think I should put that in a dream. It'll be easier for him to understand it. Okay, we're entering his dream now. And then we're told to tell you, you'll be all right. The COVID will be gone from you and your family. But you'll have a prize. Okay. Wait for it. Where'd you leave your stopwatch at? She's got it. Okay, I think she's doing timings on something else going on. Oh, she's charting the hurricanes at this point over here. She's got to keep up with the science, isn't she? Okay. Okay, so what do we got? So let's see. Okay, here he goes. He got cured. Okay, the doctor's telling him that they're all fine. A miracle from God. But the immune system's shot to hell. And now they got an issue. Every one of them. They got to stay virus-free for a while. He's pissed. He's screaming and yelling. He's cursing at God. Why is God doing this to him? You know, I usually get the blame on everything like this. I'm usually getting all the blame like this. I know I'm the father. I know I'm supposed to know everything at this point over here. But one thing I can never quite figure out with the humans is every time they keep having a free will and making decisions like this and thinking they know better than me. I already got the game plan right now as it is, and look what's happening at this point over here. Do you expect this thing's going on? Yeah, you know me better than I know myself at this point over here. So what do you think? Let him rant and rave? Okay. All right. Well, he's going to be turning against me, and he's going to be talking to other people about this in the first place. I mean, I don't like my children going after me like this. But I know he's got to have lessons one way or another. Okay, so we send in his pastor, and we send in a few other people to see if they can get the message. Okay, well, okay, we got this guy, we got this guy, we got this guy, we got this guy. How about that? Okay. You gonna make the arrangements? I love you for that one. Okay, so now here we go. Oh, look. 3 chances. Gee, I love that story, The Master, don't you? That one human. Moral of the story. Yeah. So how does that up? Did okay? Okay, so now you got 3 chances in there. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Ah, first one. He just dismisses. Okay, he's still pissed off. Second one. Let's see the third one. Oh boy. Oh, no. We're supposed to get into it. He's looking for me to get into it. I just got into it. I know he wants me to do it. Everybody wants me to get into it. They all want me to interfere personally. Well, I did. I did this and I did that for them, but they didn't see the consequences happening, now did they? But now they want me to come down there to explain it to them. I tell you, these humans, I swear. Okay, so what do we do at this point? Oh, really? That's a tough call. That's a tough call. I mean, we sent 3 guys already. One more? Alright. But he's not going to like it. He already doesn't like it in the first place. But he's got to understand what's going on, the bigger picture of the situation. So, what do you think? Okay, that tells me. Okay. Thanks, JC. Okay, so... Frank? Wanna come over here? Yeah, got a job for you. Yeah, I need for you to go down to him. I know your backlog. You've got about 50 billion at this point over here, but I know everyone wants to be a special case at this point over here. I'm asking, okay? I know your workload's a little bit heavy at this point over here. Well, I got a little bit of a rash. God can't get a rash at this point over here. Situations like this are giving me a bit of a heat rash. I know I'm supposed to be almighty. I'm supposed to be controlling everything at this point over here, but you understand. The Almighty's got a little bit of a limitation, so you can get stitches, okay? So this is one particular item I'd like for you to take care of. I need for you to go down and tell him he had asked to get relief for the COVID, but he didn't see everything else coming down the pipeline. He can't blame me for everything else happening to him because he's made the wrong choices and the wrong decisions, and now he's got to make harder decisions for himself and his family. He's got to take responsibility for it. I cannot keep doing this for him. He has got to learn this out himself. Eventually, if he doesn't do this, he's going to wind up over here. You've got to convince him on that one. Him and his family, if he's not careful. All right. Thanks, Frank. Okay, so here we go. Frank's going down. He's giving a message. He's telling him what's going on. Okay. I can't read this right. Either he's buying it or he's not buying it. He thinks he's a lunatic. Well, I didn't exactly tell Frank on how to appear to him. He's supposed to come as the messenger of God. And I think it's a Hollywood special effects. Oh, terrific. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. Frank. Yeah, I know you did your best at this point, over. You gave the message. Look what happened. All right. Tell Peter at the gate who to expect at this point over here. He's going to be part of the lineup. 10 trillion life forms, and I have to deal with this particular. Yeah, he's going to be part of the 5 billion that hadn't listened, all right? Put him in the lineup. It'll take him nearly an eternity to get through here, but they'll get here eventually. No, we're not ready for that one just yet. We're not ready for the revelations. We're not ready for the big thing yet. They still got to get through a hell of a lot here. Well, I'm entitled to use that kind of language if I know it's not worth it up here. And you're giving me the ration, Frank? Who's the boss? Thank you. You're forgiven. So is he. That's going to be a waste when he gets back up here. All right. Send Shark. Shark's got the duty. He's got the pickup. Part of a billion. This pandemic that's been introduced left and right, this whole mutated thing coming out, and they have to start freaking out left and right. I make this as a test. I make this as a part of mankind's endurance. I also make it into a lesson. I give him all the tools he needs to survive, and I make this into a political and religious mess. They needed a Penelope, but the problem is they also need to depend upon each other, and they're not getting it. JC, get ready for the influx. We're going to hear a lot of confessions. And tell the inquiry board there that they're going to be on overtime for the next eternity or two. Oh, and just when I thought my day was going to get even better. Okay, let's see what the next problem is. And what do we have here, boys and girls? Oh, no. The problem child comes. And I got to deal with his family as well. The bug finally hit him. He had all the information, and now he's coming over. Him and his damn politics, I swear. Humans can be so convoluted at times. Okay, it's one thing I have to deal with natural disasters, especially when I have to deal with forest fires or dealing with hurricanes and earthquakes. I can deal with that situation. It comes down to politics and disease. It's not easy being God.